Fighter 6. Fighting round. Special practice. Training. Training room.
Heroic as a tiger is. Earn my stripes cause you know I'm do or die with this. Journey started young, super hard headed. Call me crazy, but you was not my psychiatrist.
Smart choice.
Struggling.
Play for 2 fucking days and you forget some shit. There's a fort? Oh my goodness. That's why I was messing it up. I'm not gonna talk about that. Where's the move? It's not on here. It's the upward air. Bruh, I ain't played for a couple days and I forgot how to do There we go. What was the input I did? Fuck. It was definitely a punch, but there we go. Okay, so it's alright. I gotta be having a slow moment. I gotta be having a slow moment. Alright, let's... Fuck it, bro. I ain't never counted on that move. I ain't not gonna count on that.
Here comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Ready yourself. Time for a beatdown. Round one.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Oh, missed the drive impact. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Does a good job of pushing back. Trips him up. Grabs him. Absorbs down to the wire. What a finish. great meat on the life gauge there. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Immediate jump in. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Fires a power wave! Anti-air block brushes that off and keeps going.
What?
Player 2 digs in deep to get that drive in. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Demon Guillotine crushes it. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync. This is a good spot to use the super.
I should have won that.
Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. There it is. They knew it'd be enough. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
No bag, bitch. That shit back. Oh, okay.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Good parry there, and not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. All right, tries to bait him with the projectile. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Player 1 adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Taking stock. Big low reaching heavy. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Gets some. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away
Locked
with?
in.
Opts to create space to start. Took him to the corner in a flash. Side switch in the corner. Dashes up.
I'm not locked in.
Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Flawless round. They got him so quick. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
What's up with these people and not wanting to do rematches? I'm trying to get my warm-up rounds out of the way, bro. I can't string it though. I can do that though. Ha.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Blocks the jump in. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. He utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Oh, easy tech. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Absorbs the attack and fires back.
What?
And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive. Whips with that fuse.
Oh my goodness, why did I do that?
It up with a decisive combo. Player 2 hits up the
Had fireballs, had anything else. I kept doing the uppercut.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Huh, guess they didn't need it. What's going to be the play here with this kind of meter gap? Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive element. Very slick with the combo. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption. Solid anti-air. Hits him with a stop and drop. Noticeable super art. Giving him the one and buzzing with a period. Kept their composure and pulled out the combo at just the right time. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in.
Watch himself to the Sats in Ohio.
Immediate jump in. Bend the meter. Play burn out, but they may have a plan here. There's a drive impact. Yes, sir. More damage, please. Oh, burns out. Getting out of dodge. Nice fireball. Put him in touch. Flash anti-air. Crowns him from above. Medium kick. All the throw connects.
Oh my goodness.
Ugh, take a seat.
No.
Will they go all in without putting it all on the block? Are you kidding me? Player 1 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over
Won't
yet.
let it happen again, buddy.
Time for that comeback. Blade kick. Quick impact. Squash. Gets out of there with the back down. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Starts off zoning with fireballs. What's the play here? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far.
Too late. I'm activating it too late.
Sticks the combo. Changes the pace with an air-to-air. Throws
What?
them to negate the block. Knockdown. Closing moments of the
What?
there. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night.
bum!
What else can they get away with? Uses the target combo as a filler. Quarter makes it hard. There's the wall splat. They can't do anything now. Big opportunity coming. Smart play with the throw. What'll happen here? Scrapping it out up close. Zones with the fireball. Not much life left, but their draw usage may save them. Hanging on for dear life. Gets tagged by the fireball. This is the final round.
Oh, I'm gonna troll the fuck out of you. You wanna?
Opts to create space to start. Final round. Who will the fighting hit them with a stopping block? He gets carried to the corner. Medium, huge chance after that wall splash. What now? Side switch. Player 1, clutch, anti-air. Plenty of help. Hook drops him from the air. Crowns him from above. Player 2 with the wrist grabs him. Getting up close and personal. No! Critical art now? Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. Are you kidding me? Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Demon Raid, good decision with that throw.
I didn't even press the throw button.
Blocks the impact. Projectile to try and change the situation. That drive impact is blocked. The impact gets blocked. What are they thinking here? Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Still slugging it out here. Takes a trip down to the wire. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. The jump in catches them. Projectile to try and change the situation. Okay, creating some space here. Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. In there! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Balance from above. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Knockdown and puts the super armor to good use. Player 2 will look to apply pressure. This is a complete shutdown. Jake sneaks in the throw. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Bro, I can't stop playing this for like days anymore, bro.
Now, find a new rival.
See what they try to do here in the first round. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. You're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's
Why
fight.
is it lagging so bad?
What's the play here? Checks with the projectile. Below heavy hits. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Lots of aggression for both sides. All right, what's coming up next? So it looks like our fighters are taking a breather. Down to the wire. Limited resources at hand right now. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Life lead opens up. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Akuma going in. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Doesn't miss a beat. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Max just goes for it at this range. They exchange blows. Still slugging it out at this range. It's a good spot to use the super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Big super art hit. It's on. Going in. Gotta do better than that. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Time to reassess the situation. Hits up the counter. There's a burnout. Drive impact misses. Flatline zone.
A whole other move, and I just
brings it
don't
home.
use it.
Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
I'm fighting people that
still
actually
hungry.
they don't
Both sides
go
stepping
for
up
the
for
air.
rematch. Adamant flame. Oh,
Why?
the
Why did I
drive
do that?
impact netted them a sweet punish kick. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Both fighters are low on drive gauge. They'll want to tread carefully for this part of the fight. And can't hold your breath.
What is wrong with me?
Combo with the target combo.
Bro, I gotta lock in.
Strings it all together. Brings up the round.
I don't have any drop.
Drive in. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Steps back to start things off. Shoots off a fireball up close. They can open up this round big by converting this punish counter. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Takes a trip. Oh, hits him with a stopping vibe. They return to center stage. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Burnout activates. Uses the gauge for a super. Spans all 3 bars to give him one of life's hardest lockdowns. Take a sip. Both fighters are out of drive. Might be a good idea to back off, but they might try something here. Gotta be careful not to. This is gonna hurt. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Drops him hard. Oh my God, what's gonna happen? Player one can't use any drive here. Denies the jumping attempt. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Demon Raid time!
This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Kuma's going in. Ooh.
I gotta stop doing that.
The match just started. Burnout activated. Player one will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Ninja Star Cypher! Get ready to be plugged in for some new era ninjutsu! Catches them out! Player one is in a very good spot now. Both sides getting ready. Now they can use drive. Pumps the brakes on the impact. They're hurt big time. Solid anti-air.
We use adamant for this cookout.
Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Are you kidding me? I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.
Here comes a new challenger.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Come on. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent. Gets a chance with that jump in. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Player one has them legit shook in the corner. Knockdown. The impact gets blocked. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Long low attack hits. Great work finding the opening. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Knockdown. Brushes off the impact. Nails the anti-air. Alright, what's coming up next? That drive impact is blocked, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Was looking for that jump attack. Player two chases them down. Experiencing burnout. Player two has depleted their drive game, but they are still within range to win this round. A quick breather. KO. Player two with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Charges in with bare knuckles. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Early round decisions are so important to set the tone.
Oh, that's not what I meant to do.
Alright, what charges forward? Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who hits them with a stopping ball. Takes the opponent out of the air.
Brings the rain with the 10 levels up.
Both fighters planning something? Player two will look to apply pressure here. Knockdown and clutch anti-air. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. They gotta dig down deep, low heavy. That amazing, never saves
That shit was clutch.
Best believe it's time for that run back. Puma's going in. Had the radar up and running. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Knockdown. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Gets the jump in. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Knockdown. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Throws them to negate the block. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. They need to rely on their instincts here. Closes with the throw, hitting them with the smart stuff. Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get to place it. Goes for the jump in to start. Shoots off a fireball up close. Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Knockdown and player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. The throw missed. Oh, the throw connects. Quick breather. Block low heavy, but no go. Connects with the throw. Oh, burnout triggered. What's next? Doesn't Tekken
Next.
go. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Decides not to rush in without a plan. Who's going to steal this win? Oh, they're in the corner now. No, the low. Player 1, ooh, what a smart blow. Smart play. Nothing stops this train. Plenty of health, full gauges, let's go. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Uh-oh, this could really tip the scales. Up to spin the meter, up crowns him from above. That back row was huge. This is gonna hurt. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Oh, here we go. They are done. That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, top that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Presses for a reaction with a fireball. Blocks the impact. Got their eye on the air. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Throws them down. What's the play here? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Knockdown. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. Sticks the jump in. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Closes it with a classic corner throw. Player 1 on the board first with the win.
Nah, you gotta buy a season. You gotta buy the whole season pass for season 1. I ain't even want like none of the season 1 characters except for Akuma, but he's like the final character, and they don't allow you to buy him separately.
Checks him with a projectile. Player 1
my
creates
goodness.
a good corner opportunity. All right, what's coming up next? Smart throw. That'll do more damage than usual. Player 1 holding on to the corner advantage.
In the middle of my attack?
Brushes that off and keeps going.
I'm fumbling. I'm fumbling. No problem.
You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. They kept a close eye on the sky and it paid off. Good reactions there. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Bro, Raging Demon is so inconsistent when I put the input in.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top
Like,
of
you
this
have to be, like, locked in to knock that down. It's like, it's
Let's see
bad.
what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Well-timed command profile. Maintains composure and pushes out at the corner. Player 2 is using their drive liberally. The impact gets blocked. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Alright, what's coming up next? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Throws out a projectile. Grabs him.
What?
Misses the drive impact. Knockdown. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Player 1 can't use any more drive without burning out. Both can end the round now, and the drive gauge disparity may come into play. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Gets tagged by the fireball.
The fucking grab. You tried it.
First with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Hits them with a stopping block. Now triggers the super and is looking to put this out of reach. Now, can they finish the job? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Backs away. Not about that BFF lifeline. Shuts that down with a bent a little game for the stop Gohado. Can they keep on? Oh wow, look at the damage that did. Fantastic work with that combo. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Punish counter or reaction?
This game. That's game.
Dashes out the cage right there. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. That amazing never say die attitude got them the win. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Appreciate it, bro. I'll give you a rematch.
They're still hungry.
Everybody else in the gold rank so I want to get rematches. I'll give you a
Ooh, it
rematch.
looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first.
Stay down.
Player 2 creates a good
Oh my goodness!
There's a penalty. Neither of them willing to back off. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Can't take the throw. Taking stock. Player 2 is maintaining the corner.
Yeah, take the I don't know what I was
Player
doing
2 on the board first with the win.
Let me lock
They'll
this
want to keep the pressure on. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Mine dives in from above. Does a good job of pushing back. Barely.
I did the throw break. Oh my
Jump?
goodness.
Were they baiting them into that? Up the sky for KO.
Like I just got fucking trolled, bruh.
Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Checks them with a projectile. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something?
Your best
Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Parries the projectile. Combo with the target combo. Well-timed corner switch. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes to the overdrive. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Impact's a no-go. Brushes that off and keeps going.
I missed it. I missed my chance,
They
bro.
don't know mine. The big bang when something comes out. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. This is a complete shutdown. They KO. Player 2 brings it home.
Don't know what to do in that
Build themselves a
situation, bro.
streak.
Like, you're doing the throw break. Throw break's not working. I'm trying to close the distance. She's throwing 3 fans. I do a full-powered fireball. It only breaks through the first 2 fans. I still get hit with chip damage by 1 to 2 of them. What do you do in that situation?
This is a mirror match, which means it's not just about the win, but about your pride as a player too. This is a must-win fight. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Checks with the projectile. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Player 2 has the life lead. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Knockdown. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Sticks the jump in. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Solid combo. Reads their mind and techs the throw. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 experiencing burnout. Closing moments of the match. One hit cut wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Demon guillotine crushes. Dashes. Adamant flame. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big throws. Medium kick hits. Fights back with the reversal. Going in. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Teleports. What'll happen here? Off the hugs nothing but air. The fighters return to the middle of the stick. Ooh.
Damn, he got me.
Yes. Drive impact for the win. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Hits them with a stop pop. This is gonna be bad news. Oh, Edge with the rock. Nails it. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Plenty of health. Full gauges. Let's go. We use adamant for this. Burns out. Ooh, what a smart play. Overhead attack. What a finish. Player 1 comes away with the win. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Dashes forward. Blocks the impact. The super armor does its job. Down to the wire. Neither can lean on their drive too hard right now. Oh! Player 2 has used up all of their drive damage. Knockdown. Close them. What's next? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Taking stock. Checks them with a projectile. Player 1 chases them down. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Sticks the combo. Hits them with a stop and pop.
Motherfucker was in mid-air, bro. Still was able to hit the input to fucking
must have a game ends the meter. Hoping for a
guard
good return.
breaking, bro.
Player 2 needs closes with the throw. Hitting him with a smart stuff. Player 1 proved to be the victor in that mirror match.
Man. Yeah, I won't be not playing this for multiple days at a time. I don't like this, bro. I was supposed to be getting the master today.
Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round 1.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Still slugging it out. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Big counter. All right, what's coming up next? From up above, somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Life lead opens up. Gets him. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Throws them forward and maintains the corner game. There's the wall splash. They can't do anything now. Player 2 needs to use the predator corner game. Looking to impress with this super big anime vibe with the period end. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Oh, what's this? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Checks him with the projectile. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. It's still slugging it out here. Spends the gauge for the drive reversal. Down to the wire. Combo with the target combo. Sticks the jump in. That drive impact doesn't get through. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Hold your breath.
You got me.
The punish counter gives them a great opening. Gets them.
I blocked that, but
Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes with the projectile for the opening shot. Oh!
He was waiting on that,
Not
bro.
letting that go unpunished. Knockdown.
Oh my goodness.
Gets the combo. Got puddle. Do they have enough drive gear? Oh, what's
Why
this?
did I do that?
Counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Cycle Storm's bringing a flurry of hit in there. That was a clinic of how a solid neutral game wins matches.
I fucked up.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Starts with a jump in. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. I'd like to see them use this drive disparity to shift the tide of the fight to their side. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. Knockdown. Checks him with the projectile. Holds out with the block. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is hold your breath. Were they baiting them into that? But experiencing burnout. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Demon Raid goes for it all, but just misses. Will gain control of the match in the early going. The quarter makes it hard to escape. Brushes that off and keeps going. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation is a good spot to use the super. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 just put themselves on equal footing with that super. Nobody blink. Medium kick. Demon blade kick. Kuma's going in. Both sides getting ready. Going in. Ducati is building now. The Psycho Cannon is out. The next touch made. What a finish.
Ooh.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Blast that off. Connects with medium kick. Picks up the counter. Impact counter. Oh, that's so sick. Parry connects! Amazing! What are they gonna do? Nice fireball! They're back into the corner now! Shows off a parry! Player 1 burns out! Oh! Putting the cherry on top! Lands the super! That final push at the end paid off in spades! When you have a chance to finish it, you gotta take it!
Okay.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round.
Why? Why did I do that? Why did I do that?
Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Uh-oh. Falls short. All right. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach, or Babe takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super? Going in? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Closing moments of the match.
Hey, I fumbled that.
A quick breather. KO.
Didn't have enough
Player 2
help.
takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away
I
with?
could have probably double KO'd us.
Opts to create space to start. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. From up above. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Big opportunity now in this corner. In there! Player 2 played with a lot of heart to pull off a tremendous win. Definitely one to watch.
Here comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a
Me
must-see
getting
match.
in a fucking rage fit. That's what y'all
Go.
gonna say.
What are these fighters going to do? Gets a chance with that jump in. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Trips him up. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strike.
What?
Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Takes a trip. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Goes for the invincible special. They were confident that would hit. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. That drive impact is blocked. Kuma's going in. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Hit them with a stopping bomb. Super Arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Looking for a chance. This is gonna be bad news. Looks like they both relied a lot on their drive arm. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Throws a fireball. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle of the stage. Dangerous range here. Noticeable life lead. All the throw connects. Player 1 can't crack it out the cage right there. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive, but wraps it up with a throw. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
cheated. I got
They're
cheated.
still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player one chases them down. The impact gets blocked. The super armor does its job. Player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Jump in finds the mark. Takes a trip. Gets the jump in. Nice.
I
Sees the
fumbled
combo
that
through and takes
bad.
the round. Player one sets the
I
tone.
need to make
with
up my
that
mind
win.
if I'm gonna
Let's
use
see
the
if they can
stick
keep it
or
up.
if I'm gonna use the button. I keep switching between it.
Decides to create some distance to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Goes for the jump in. What'll happen here? Player two chases them down. Grabs and throws them away. Trying to beat out a reaction to a fireman. Both fighters planning something? Smart play with the throw. Whips with that huge attack. Oh, burnout triggered. Their life is hanging by a thread. They got, oh my god, they just put it up in there. Player one took no time to finish that fight.
What are you waiting for?
Waiting for. Alright, I need to lock in, bro. Oh, I can string that. Interesting.
We're in for something special right here, right now. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Whoa, hold on. Decides to go in with the target combo. Still slugging it out here. Starts off zoning with fireball. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Knockdown. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. All right, what's a smart play to stop the opponent there? Gets him. Player one picks up
I
the
need
always
to
important
stop
first round.
doing
They'll
that.
want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Hits them with a stop and pop. Still, the punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Digs in deep to get that drive in there. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. It's a good spot to use the super. Connects with Sip of Calamity. Sumo ain't tucking you in for bad, but you're going to sleep real fast. What'll happen here? The drive impact is denied. Demon Blade kill. There's a change of sides. Smart play, experiencing burnout. Player two has empty wrecks them. Got him up against the wall, and the stun is there. Still alive?
You know about
Still
that.
alive?
Stun.
What? That was enough to kill?
I was stunned. I
That
couldn't do
was
anything.
godlike.
Cammy.
Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Gets the jump in.
I done fucked my controls up.
Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Goes for the fireball. Player one has the life lead. Oh!
What?
Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. Knockdown. The jump in catches them. What's their game plan here at this KO?
Don't.
Player one picks up the first
Why
round.
am I?
That'll give them a psychological advantage. Checks him with a projectile. Spin knuckle. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Okay, they trade hits. Hits the air throw. What'll happen here? Gets him with the anti-air. Hits him with a stop and pop. Whip digs in deep to get that drive in. Ups the damage, uses the gauge for a super art. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. There it is. They knew it'd be enough. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. So that's the short one. Alright, I need to be doing this. This. If I'm in close range. This one's like the mid. That one's the far.
Here comes a new challenger.
On my nerves, bro.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Let it get to me today, bro.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Goes air to air to deny them a chance. Goes for the throw. You're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner.
That's the time for me to do it.
What's their game plan here at this critical stage? The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Shoots off a fireball up close. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Throws them to negate the block. All right, what's coming up next? Oh! Player 2 baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Near the end of the round, with a drive gauge, that was a well-placed projectile. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Peppers them, heats it up with a combo into super. Is this super art the start of something? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Okay, creating some space here. Player 1 has a slight life lead.
That is not what I was supposed to do there.
Jumps in, hits him with a stop and pop. Reaches out with a lightning kick. They must have a game plan here with a critical art on. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Scratching it, opts for the critical art. Gets the critical art. Even when the chips are down, they're still looking for a play to take this fight. Now they gotta think of a follow-up. Both sides getting ready. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. This is closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in to grind out the win? Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Jumps in, solid anti-air. Low heavy. Overhead. Overdrive lightning kick. With some leftovers. Drops that off. Yes, sir. More damage, please. Okay, here we go. Shakes things up with a fireball. Hit the big time whip. What now? Impact counter. Ooh, that's so sick. We use out of it. They were sitting on their meter for this super art. Giving them the one and button for the period end. Ugh, take a seat. Gotta do better than that. Finds the target.
Over.
Are you kidding me?
Okay.
Player 2 was
Hey
definitely
Rose,
sweaty during
how are
that
you?
round win.
I'm doing good.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that. Break it. Connects with the throw.
Oh.
Demon Raid hits him with a stop.
We're not doing that today.
Wander this punish counter chance. adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Player 2 has the life lead, lays on the pressure with the projectile. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. Taking stock. Life lead opens up. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? All right, what's coming up next?
What are you waiting for?
A new warrior has entered the ring!
Yeah? Run it.
Our
Let's
fighters are
run
ready
it.
to lay it all on the line.
Let us begin.
They need to put Evil Ryu on this one.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to turn up the pressure with an overdrive projectile. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner.
What?
They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Life lead opens up. Can't tech the throw. Takes a burnout. Expect the tempo
What?
of the match.
The button!
Player 1
I
hits up
hit the
always important
input.
round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
I could have probably won that too.
Overdrive Hadouken. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. Gets the jump in. Jump? There's an overdrive Shoryu. Shows a medium kick. Demon Blade kick. Player 1, burnout activates. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Player 1 hits a good spot to use the super. Connects with Super Calamity.
Kumo ain't fucking you in for bed, but you're going to sleep real fast.
Going in? Player 2 just put themselves on equal foot. Got him up against the wall, and the stun is there. Player 2 holding on to that corner event connects with the throw. Okay, here we go. What a finish! We're going into the final round tied
Can't
up.
hear me?
Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
My sound's on.
Who uses their drive gauge? Demon Guillotine crushes him. Baits out the low kick. Hits him with a stopping bomb.
We use out of it for this cookout.
What now? Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? They decide to take a breather to regroup.
Nah, my mic's on muted.
Demon Blade kick.
The drive
I can turn it up in a
doesn't work.
second.
Demon Raid.
I got it turned down from when I'm recording
Drive
the
impact
video.
misses. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Okay, here we go.
Super to show them what a PhD in
Sorry, bro.
do.
So,
That final push at the end paid off in spades. When you have a chance to finish things, you
that
gotta
better?
take it. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic on us.
I'll run it back.
It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that good. Denies the jump in. Shoots off a fireball up close. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Trips him up. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge.
You still can't hear me?
These fighters thinking now, who's gonna make a move? Both fighters are looking for a way to fill up their super art gauge. Who's gonna break the silence first? Good anti-air. Takes a trip. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Life lead opens up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent.
Knockdown and
Down to the wire.
were they baiting them into that?
They need to in there.
Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Drive boosted Hadouken.
Actually, I don't even have my
Who's
video
going to
right
start
here.
things off?
That drive impact is blocked. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Taking stock.
Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out.
Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage.
From up front, hits them with a stop and pop.
Risky up-close scrap still going.
Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Fans all 3 bars to give him one of life's hardest knockouts. Take a sip. Both fighters planning to draw critical. What's gonna happen? Do it to them. Show the people what they came to see, Ryu.
This is the path I have chosen.
And you're willing to risk it for the overdrive. That amazing
What? Ass. Bull. I got cheated.
Uses their drive gauge. This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Blocks it. Knocked him out of the air. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball game. Both fighters tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. What now? Player 1 is prepped up for the jump in. Close range projectile. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Drops them from the air. The next punch may stay.
Okay.
Done. Player 2.
Yeah, I had to turn my mic up.
I
I brought up my actual.
They really took it down to the wire.
Ah, my microphone's hooked up to my.
There we go. You should be able to hear me now. My microphone was hooked up to my cam. I don't know what happened. I'm alright.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
All right.
Tries to bait him with the projectile. Goes air to air to deny them a chance. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner.
That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up.
All right.
This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something.
Good parry here to try and make something happen.
Player 1 is working with a less than ideal drive game. They'll need to be very careful.
Uses a fireball to try and establish their pace.
Heading into the end game now. It's getting to goes for the super art.
They're barely hanging in there. Can they hold out any longer?
KO. Player 2 takes the round like
Appreciate you for coming through.
What else can they get away with?
They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of saw that jumping
Oh.
coming from a mile away and parries it perfectly. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Nano's metal level is still kind of low here. They're gonna need to find some chances to boost it. The jump in catches him.
Hits them with a stop and pop.
Nah, bro. I gotta end this. I gotta end this.
It's a good spot.
I was like, shut the other combo. Nah, let's do this one.
Game for the super. They're not playing around here. What'll happen here? Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter and digs in deep to get the
Okay.
driver. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet.
Projectile to try and change the situation.
Parries the attack.
Opts for the throw.
Playing Tekken, I was going to compete for Tekken this year, but
Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match?
the last update they did kind of
You don't want to get jumped on a
messed up the game, and I'm not even feeling it anymore.
maintains composure and pushes out
So, getting back into another fighting game,
You're gonna
and
need to find some chances to boost it. checks with the projectile. The throw hits. Now
I'm gonna-
the fun begins.
Probably once GTA 6 comes out, my main channel is gonna switch over to that.
Nice Manes Dore. Getting those throws all pumped up. Knockdown. Parries to cancel the fire. Parries the projectile. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Throws them to negate the block. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense.
Opts to reposition.
A little too greedy there.
KO. Player 1
For
on
sure.
the board first with the win.
Should definitely give it a try.
The pressure on.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Shoots off a fireball up close. Can't tech the throw. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Demon Raid? Will that drive impact get punished? Takes a trip, hits him with a stop and run.
That was my chance.
Keeps them guessing with that feint.
Blood'll have they're going for the super art. Player burnout activates. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. The impact doesn't do anything.
Both of our combatants are cooking up something.
Player 1 has an empty
What?
rattle.
Going in? We have Super Art going on the offensive? Life lead is there, but still anyone's game.
Ashes out the cage right there. Still alive? Still alive? Landmine zone.
They got the mod that you see in the top corners that both of us are using on this one. That can make it a little bit easier for you. Some of the inputs I'm doing are actual like
Big time whip. Teleport.
actual gaming inputs that for like the casual, for the actual like classic.
Goes to the air.
I don't know why I said casual. I mean,
Closes in. Picks him with
but yeah, that'll make it a little bit easier. And then just run through the tutorials. You'll get the gist of it. And then
Can they do it?
as you learn your matchups,
Demon Raid now pumps the brakes on the impact. A jump in? Oh my god, what a throw tech! Close range projectile. All the throw connects. Looking for a hold. The drive impact doesn't work. Nothing stops this train. Their drive gauges are punish counter set the table. Player 2 is in burnout. Anticipated that throw. Demon replaced it!
Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible?
Gets into perfect fireball range. What are they gonna do? Fires off a Hadouken. Even the slightest hit may end the round. They can't afford any mistake. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Neither fighter is showing any signs of backing down. They're running out of time. I can't believe it. Trophy. Good kick, no hesitation or regret. Hit them with that NSF copy. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it.
lost my streak.
Are you kidding me?
Oh man, I lost my streak.
Doing good.
I was afraid to go in.
Carnage.
You play Souls-like games. Oh my goodness.
Any chance. Impact. Squash.
Oh my goodness.
Throws a fireball.
The match just started. It's anyone's game. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Throws him down. Tons of drive and help to work with. Both sides looking for an opening. They knew that throw was coming. Who's gonna make a move? Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? The throw connects for counter hit damage. What a clutch side twist there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Taking stock. Checks them with a projectile. Life lead opens up. We're near the throw to tie them both.
no.
They were stuck in the corner.
Player 1 picks up the
I love Souls-like games too.
psychological advantage.
They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it?
My throw breaks aren't
Still
working.
early in the round. Throws them to negate the block.
You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Connects with medium kick. Barely blocks the jump.
What?
Knockdown and... Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Gutsy play with the grab. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily.
Bro, what can I do in that situation?
Player one took no time to finish that fight.
I played a lot of them. Bloodborne, Dark Souls 1, I started at it, I didn't finish it. I just haven't went back to finish it. I'm actually probably gonna do like a whole lot of older game streams soon and just like run through like games I never got to finish and play. And Dark Souls 2 and 3 are probably one of those. Elden Ring, I played that a good bit. There was another one, I can't remember what his name is.
Alright, first round, what's going to happen? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? The super armor does its job. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Let's off a projectile to waste time. Spin knuckle. Demon raid. Player two can't use any more drive without burning out. One, a gutsy fireball gives them the round. Player two picks up the first.
Well, in Dark Souls 1, I just haven't went back to go.
Kuma going in, hits them with a stopping block.
I was so focused on Tekken that I didn't focus on anything else because I wanted to really compete. And you gotta dedicate some time.
Which is very strong at this range. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Were they baiting them into that? Wrapping it out up close. Uses the gauge for a super art. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
Sekiro, I never finished Sekiro.
Here we go.
Sekiro was whooping my ass.
Real test of nerves here. In attack range. Closes it out. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves.
Yeah, if you want a challenge, fighting games will give you a challenge.
Right back into the rematch.
And like it's like a love-hate relationship.
Quick spin knuckle. Sees it coming and blocks it out. The low kick connects. Goes for the throw. Trips him up. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Grabs him. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Smart throw, that'll do more damage than usual. The low heavy connect.
What?
Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Demon raid? Are we going to see some fireworks here? Zanku Hadouken! Throws them to negate the block.
Oh my goodness.
Player 1 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet.
Bruh, I'm doing the fucking throw break, bruh.
Hits them with a stopping block. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages burnout.
Damn.
Knockdown and player 2, he's in there.
Good shit.
Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Interesting elements.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet.
They added in like the drive gauge and stuff in this one, and on top of the special moves and everything. It's a 2D fighter, so it's pretty simple.
How's the match gonna play out?
Like you can only go back and forth. You can block. The drive gauge gives you opportunities to do stuff like that. A punishment counter.
Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Sees it coming and blocks it out.
trips him up. Oh! Canceling each other out. These fighters are in sync. Player 2 chases them down. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Heading into the end game now. KO. Player 2 on the board first.
You're
with
still
the win.
to the something in a huddle.
Opts to create space to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Checks them with the projectile. This fight is just underway.
Oh, whoa, whoa, what?
They were expecting that drive impact. Charges forward. Still slugging it out at this range. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Big opportunity now in this corner. Side switch in the corner. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Uses the target combo as a filler. Knockdown throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Player 2 threads it cleanly.
I got it.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Nah, you got it. You got it. You give it a chance. You'll get it.
Big time win. Target combo into. There's a change of sides. Reversal. Gets it the perfect fireball range. Hugs nothing but air. Okay, here we and whiffs. They're wide open. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. Hits out of time. Back dashes for space. What are they gonna do? Presses for a reaction with the fire. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Demon Blade kick. Ooh, what a smart throw. Oh, here we go. Knuckle wakes them up. Flatlines
I really lost that.
Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.
Yeah, I definitely watch anime. I got a whole anime channel.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's
Who's
this
this?
match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here?
Not fumble that.
With no drive in the tank. Gets the jump in.
What?
Knockdown.
Whoop.
Life lead opens up. Just out of range for that throw. They need to rely on their instincts here. Player 2 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range in there. Player 1
Attack on top?
takes the round
Yeah.
deep in the
I
night.
watched it.
What else can they get away with? Attempts to break the stalemate with a fire lamp. No more drive gauge. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Going in. Player 1 will have to deal with this kick. Looking to impress with this super big anime vibe. Period bang. Player 2 holding on to the corner advantage. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? Oh, could be the start of something. Shut that down with a parry. Oh my god, they just choked it up! Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Drive rush! Just go for it! Don't block, kisses the fireball! Last round, people.
You don't like it. Why you don't like it?
Demon Blade kick! The last round. It's now or never. Akuma going in.
What?
Player 1 needs to use that drive gauge better if they want to take things back. Wow, that throw did some juicy damage. Adds a bit of OG spice though. Hadouken. Oh, here we go. They're hurt big time. What are they gonna do? In attack range. Turning it into a finish.
gotta hand it to both of our fighters.
Oh, you're gonna love Vinland Saga. Vinland Saga was fire.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Jumps in. Gets the counter hit throw.
Why does not?
Player one chases him down. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. What are they thinking here? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach?
That is not what I meant to do.
The grab misses. Combo with the target combo. Knockdown. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Finding it tricky to manage their drive. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Oh, burnout triggered. Burnout activates. They're both a gutsy fireball gives them the round. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure
Favorite
on.
anime? I don't know, man.
Throws a fireball.
I guess I'd have to say Naruto, cause I grew up watching that the most, and that really got me into anime.
Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Hits the air throw. What'll happen here? Jumps up. Breaks the block with a throw. Springs forward with the drive rush. Throws a projectile. Oh, burnout triggered.
Or maybe Bleach.
Player 1 has an empty hit zone with a stop and pop. Both fighters have a full uses the gauge for a super arm. No cookout complete without a period down. Player 2 just put them set up with the jump in. Player 1 has depleted their drive route, but they are still within. No! Send off the wall! Player 2 can't flatline them. Here's the final round. The real fight starts.
That one's good. That story was a good story. But what it was just like, I love those Korean mangas. I read a lot of those, but like, that it's a simple story. Like, they grow up and they get powerful as they grow up as a character, and the simplicity about the story is like one of the nicest things. Spy X Family, I never got finished with that. I actually need to go back. Like, I would go to watch it and then like I'd fall asleep because I'd be so tired. I appreciate it. I just haven't been consistent. Like I got 145 now with you over on there, but I just haven't been consistent. So I'm trying to be more consistent. I got more time to actually like focus on my craft.
It's a mirror match. There's gonna be a lot of pride on the line for this one. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Player 1 has the life lead. Throw misses. Can't tech the throw. Takes a trip. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their driving. Perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player 1 on the board first.
I appreciate that, Rose.
Want to keep the pressure on.
You're more kind to me though.
Decides to create some distance to start. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 1 creates a good corner, hits them with a stop and pop. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with experience and burnout. Oh, says no to the impact. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. What'll happen here? Throws a fireball. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong. Big time whip! The low's blocked! Player throws them! Big throw! Life leader finishes them with a drive impact. Player 1 gained a hard-fought victory there. It's not over yet!
No comment.
Believe it's not. Shoots off a fireball up close. Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow? Throws them to negate the block. Player 1 with the life lead. Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Oh, easy tech. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Decides to meet them in the air. taking stock. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy drop tap to close it. Player 2 on the board first with a win.
Stop it, oh huddle.
Opts to create space to start. Carries the projectile. Left off the projectile to waste time. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? How much damage can they deal before
How did I fumble that?
replenishes?
How did I fumble that?
Chases them down. Demon Raid throws them to negate the block. Going in. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Super close.
And sometimes, there's a lot of games that I need to play. I just haven't.
Both fighters planning something. They kept a close
Anything that I can return directly back to though is like probably a fighting game or something.
Fighters gotta go all in from this round.
Games like I'm beating like God of War and stuff,
With an overdrive arc. Oh, the throw connects.
and
Oh my
that's not something I really want to go back to. Like once you finish the story, is just
Never know what can happen. Blocks the drive reversal? Who will set the bait at this range? Shokugeki to the face! Throws them! Amazing! Uses their drive gauge! Reads the jump in perfectly! A jump? What's that? No! Critical art now? Oh, shoot their shot! Punish counter sets the payment! Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Throw is denied. Were they looking to are you kidding me? Player 1 showed they are truly the best of the best.
you were so distracted that you forgot. Dang, he wanted to fight in a custom match. I should have did him. My bad, bro. My bad. Yeah, you can share him with me.
Give me that drama. Give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
Show me what you have.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. What's the play here? Whoa, hold on. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Taking stock. Going old school burnout. A sucky fireball gives them the round. Player 1
Fumble.
picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Checking their reactions with a fireball? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their grounding. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Hits them with a stop and bop. The impact doesn't do anything. Player 2 experiencing burnout. Going old school, crossing over with target combo. A quick breather. My kick in there. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Yeah, I'm checking it out now. Oh, that's dope. Why is there... What's that picture that's randomly in there? That doesn't look like a anime art. What is that? Oh,
Here comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
This sucks. Round one.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs.
he got me.
The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punch counter. Player one has the life lead. Now they get pushed into the down to the wire.
Alright, let me lock in.
Set up with that attack.
Yeah.
Strings it all together. They can't even get sneezed on here. They're being absolutely relentless. This fox snipes them out the air. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Steps back to start things off. The drive impact doesn't get them the punish counter, but it's still good. Player two got completely shut out that round. Can they make a comeback? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something.
Got you.
Gets a normal hit from the drive impact. They're still good. Zones with the fireball. Goes for the jump in. Going in. Fights out of the corner. Back to the center of the stage. Oh, burnout triggered. Player two in dire straits with burnout. Still slugging it out at this range. Both fighters planning something? Are we gonna vividly KO? Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. To the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Down to the wire. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Taking stock. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Combo with the target combo. Takes a trip. Gets them.
Clearly
Player one
don't know what I'm doing at this moment.
They'll want to keep the pressure on. Decides to create some distance to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player two chases them down. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Dashes forward. What's the next move? Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Hits them with a stop and pop. Player one is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? The impact doesn't do anything. Oh, what's this? Dips in deep to get the punch. Player two holding on to that corner advantage. KO. This is the final round.
I'll see you back in a sec. I was in the middle of typing in and
Create space to start. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. We're just getting started here. Who will take control? Oh, what's this? There's the impact.
that shit.
Not letting that go unpunished.
Not the super level 3.
Not shy about it.
Who?
Player two, holy, nothing stops this train.
Why did I do that? Somebody tell me why I did that. Why? I fumbled it. They had it, and I fumbled it because I gotta stop doing that.
Here comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Show me what you have.
This sucks. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. The combo's there. Blocks the jump in. Uses a drive parry against the attack. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Difficult situation for a throw. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Just goes for it to stop the opponent's flow. In a dire situation, they can't avoid. What a finish! Great meat in the life gauge there. Player 2 takes the round like a thief
Just
in the
tossing it.
night.
Aw, he skipped it.
Kuma going in. Fireball from very long range. What's next for him? The big bang Kachoshin brushes that off and keeps going. Combo with the target combo. It's a good spot to use the super. No cook out the root without Imperium's end. Now, can they finish the job? Player 1. Ooh. Were they baiting them into that? Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Looking to impress with this super. Player 2 needs to use the Predator corner here. Life lead is there, experiencing burnout. The daring air throw does it. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. From low heavy to... Very. Ooh, what a smart blow. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Close range projectile. Sets up with the jump in. Throws out the Kachoshin for surviving.
What?
Damage and vital positioning. That's them on the go. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. I hope you're not a lightweight because one sip of this cup is enough to injure you. This is going to hurt. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? One player is in burnout state. Is it time to echo reactions on display? Can they use their reach? They are done! Player 1 clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. Fires off Hadouken. Medium kick. Sets up with the jump in. Jumps up. Throws him. What's next? Knockdown. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity.
What?
Not letting them out of the corner. Alright, what's coming up next? With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drivers. Taking stock. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple donut. Springs forward with the drive run. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. At this range, oh, burnout triggered! What'll happen here? Player 2 in trouble with no drive. Closing moments of the match. One hit, but it closes with the throw. Hitting him with a smart stuff. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Fireball from very long. What's next? Will gain control of the match in the early going. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. A quick breather. Oh, burnout triggered. Going in, throws a beefy Kachoshin.
What?
Gig for super arm. The super hit, and this looks like it's gonna kill. Taking no first.
I can't win from losing, bro.
That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Oh man. Oh! Almost time to wrap up stream. Cause I got stuff to do.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
I don't know, I might not stream tomorrow. I gotta see what I'm gonna do.
What's going to happen?
Tomorrow.
Checks with the projectile.
Thursday.
We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The pressure continues as they can't escape the corner. They need to find a way out. Combo with the target combo. Box him with the target. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Heading into the end gets. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. Checks with the medium. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Player 2 needs to heat it up with a combo into super. No cookout complete without a serious end. Can they keep on him? Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Misses the grab. Left under his drive impact to close the round. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. They're not gonna allow any jump-ins. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're gonna eat tons of damage. Stands firm and blocks the drive. Backs them into the corner. Combo with the target combo. Takes the chance to hurt him. Knockdown. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. How much deflects that jump in easily? Now they can go on the offensive. Taking stock. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. They break things off to take a quick breather. Impacts a no-go. Intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? That drive impact doesn't get through. Brushes that off and keeps going.
Yeah, I mean.
Fight baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Knife shake, the punish counter gives them a great opening here to big hit. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. The throw miss. Takes the opponent experiencing burnout. Smart play with the throw. Both fighters planning something? Nightshade pull. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Nightshade incoming. Both sides getting ready. Sanku Hadouken. KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Demon Raid time. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Demon Raid? Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening that hits them with a stop and pop. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with the more fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Snatches them with sense of calamity. We're about to see Akuma what he really means business. Okay, here we go. Demon anti-air in the clutch. Demon Raid drops them from the air. Player 2 is in a very good spot. Getting up close and personal. Player 1, genius read with that throw escape. Wall flat, it's
Good game.
Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
comes a new challenger.
Comes a new challenger.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Left off the projectile to waste time. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 1 is almost dead, but can crush drive moves and a KO. Player 2 sets the tone.
That's
with that
yourself
win.
to the sentinel huddle.
Round two. Fight.
Demon Raid? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Throws them to negate the block. Jumps? Blocks the impact. Impact's a no-go. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 in dire straits with Burnout. Grabs and throws him away. Knockdown and... jumps up. Not much life difference. Both fighters planning something? Player gotta do better than that. Side switch and blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Looking to remove him from the distance with the period's end. Both sides get, oh my god, what a throw set. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Benson on the
Good game.
Ooh, I dare you to find me a better
What?
match than that.
Let's
Tell
go.
him what's good. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Demon Blade goes in on the impact for nothing. Decides to meet them in the air. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Knockdown. Still slugging it out here. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. Throws them. What's next? Takes a trip. Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow-up? Taking stock. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Brushes that off and keeps going. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 2 on the board first with the win.
I pray for. Lock it in.
Demon Raid? Are we going to see some fuck? Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out? Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? The fighters return to the middle of the stage. There's a change of side. Player 1 is working with a better game. Hits the air throw. They were looking up. Both fighters planning something? Jump? Hit them with a stop and pop. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Going in? Knew the throw was coming. Connects with the throw. Quick breather. Long range fireball to break the silence. Who will set the bait at this range? They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle of the stage. What'll be the plan here? Flatline zone.
I can't hit the Raging Demon. Why? Why can't I hit the Raging Demon? When I need it.
Back at the start. They're not taking any chances. Jumps in distantly to some big damage. Ooh, what a smart throw. Not close enough for the throw. What'll happen here? Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Fights back with the forward. The drive impact doesn't work. Both sides get into a burnout. Did they mean to do that? Player giving them the warning buttons with a period hit. Player 2 with the rhythm owning that space. They're sitting on a crown them from above. What now? Backs off. What are they gonna do? Okay, nobody blink. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe.
What?
I can't believe it. They
That's crazy.
Player one has
Oh, you're good.
good getting
You're
the win
totally
out.
fine.
Absolute carnage.
You cost me my 3-win streak.
Believe it's time for that
I gotta whoop you. I gotta whoop you.
Gets the jump in. Ghoul gained control of the match in the early going.
Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. What's the play here? Sees the drive reversal coming. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Knockdown. Player one has them legit shook in the corner. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Player two
What you hooming about?
out of drive after that. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Taking stock. Throws them to negate the block. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important.
Got him.
Player two picks up the always important first.
A lot of my friends don't even be playing games like that. But if I did have some that were gamer friends,
Demon Raid?
yeah, I would be.
This is going to be huge.
Player one creates a good corner opportunity.
Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Level 3.
Yeah, I'm usually solo dolo on
Like
this.
it's nobody's business.
You wasted a level 3? You better hope you.
Big time damage there. Goes with the safe stuff. It's a good spot to use the super. No cookout complete without Imperium's end. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Big drive gauge return in there.
Okay.
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Demon Raid now? All the throw connects. Boom, Demon Blade kick. It throws him. Blade kick.
What?
Play with the throw. Oh man, this is a scary ring. Both sides getting ready. That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage.
My throw breaks aren't working.
Are they going to judge and set the throw? Player one gets the win in a convincing fashion.
I don't know, man. My throw breaks aren't working.
Here comes a new challenger.
Bro, I did not know I was gonna be
This
laughing.
isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both
I
sides will
appreciate
bring
you.
the game to the table. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Deals some damage with that quick combo. Time to do some damage after that wall splash. Sticks the combo. They break things off to take a quick breather. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Takes a trip. KO. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
That's like my image background. I made that, so,
Was looking for that jump attack.
and I have like a virtual background to where I can put it. I don't. Maybe if I move my chair out of the way up.
Springs forward with the drive rush. Drive rush to keep it going. Knockdown and Avenue Flame. Avoids getting stuck in the court system with a stop and bop. Looking for a chance. They can't squander this punish counter. Goes for the throw. Going in. The big bang consumption comes out. Jump. Close range projectile burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to take. Player burnout, but they may have a plan. Oh boy. But this is gonna kill. No doubt about it.
Save that for the next round.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fire.
Okay.
Demon Raid. Excellent block. Demon Raid. Demon Blade kick. Player 1 instantly does some big damage. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? There's the drive-in attack that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Player 1 absolutely relentless. Mine keeping it nice and pretty with the target combo. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Wrapped it up with a throw. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe
Oh, I got.
for that run back.
Why did I do that?
Stop and pop. Solid combo. Pushes back with the drive reversal. They really don't want to be in the corner. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Almost had it, but he gets blocked. That was a solid anti-air. Checks him with the projectile. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. They both need to stand firm here and deal with an empty drive gauge. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Both players with no drive in the tank. Taking stock. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense.
What?
They return to center stage. Zakuhado. Both players all get tagged by the fireball. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Immediate jump in. Who's going to start things off? Combo with the target combo. It's a good spot to use the super big anime vibe with the period 10. Player 1 has a slight life lead. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. A quick breather. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can get them with a stop and pop? Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? They trade hits. Oh,
What?
Were they baiting them into that? Experiencing burnout. What's that? Burnout? But they may have a plan here.
Bro, I fumbled that.
Or the critical line.
I fumbled that.
This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. That amazing, never say
I
die.
can't believe I did that.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Gets a good read on their opponent. Deal some damage with that quick combo. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. All right, what's coming up next? Life lead opens up. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Combo with the target combo. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Player 2, painted talons are out. Let's see what happens next. Player 2 had a rough go of it last round due to poor drive mechanics. But there's still time to adapt and turn this match around. Both fighters planning something? Medium kick hits. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Going in? Adamant play. Not much life left. The drive gauge difference could tip the scales. Zakuhado. Reads the jump in perfectly. What are they gonna do? a force to be reckoned with.
Alright, I'm a little over. This is gonna be my last round.
Still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Nightshade Pulse comes out to play. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent.
I didn't lock in.
Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory. Deal some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Will they be able to manage what little drive gains they have? Shoots off a fireball up close. KO!
Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a second round.
I'm not.
Demon Raid? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Kuma's going in. Drive rush to keep it going. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Nice. Springs forward with the drive rush. A parry? Spends a little drive gauge, but the reversal is blocked. Charging in with the drive rush. Both fighters planning something? Goes air to air and takes their turn. Their will to win is really being tested here. They return to center, opts for the critical art. Gets the critical art. Even when the chips are down, they're still looking for a play to take this fight. Now they're gonna think of a follow-up. What now? Nice fireball. Pop the tainted talent and Aki's going hunting. That amazing, never say die attitude got them the win. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Here's his hand, drops them. Zakuhado. Player 2 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Can they stop this life lead from getting perfect execution with the anti-air? They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Reversal. Nice fireball. Solid anti-air. Shoot their shot. Pass them on the dome. Player 2 can't use drive any. Throw tech. Rushes in. Fights throws them. Okay, here we go. What's gonna happen here? Tainted talons are out and they're hunting. Are you kidding me? Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money.
So I appreciate everybody for coming through on all platforms. Y'all make doing this worth it. Everybody that's been with me on a journey. We'll eventually hit our numbers and everything, but I appreciate y'all. Blessings out to everybody. Seemlytuber out. Peace. Rose, I'll hit you up in Discord.